Hello. Hi friends, myself Satish Gorja. Today I want to give a small shortcuts regarding to the moving coil galvanometer problems. How to solve moving coil galvanometer within a few seconds. Within a few seconds I will give a few shortcuts to you. Okay guys, now coming to the session. So these are the questions they asked in previously asked questions. Okay? Now see. I will show the problems what they given in the previous session. Guys, see, these are the problems they given in the previous sessions. Listen to me. See, a galvanometer has the resistance. Guys, this is the first problem. A galvanometer has the resistance. Means, first you should underline the data what they given in the problem. So, galvanometer having the resistance 400 means this is galvanometer resistance. The value of shunt so that its sensitivity is reduced by 1 by 50 times. So this 1 by 50 you just compare with 1 by n. Okay. So n value how much here? N value is 50. Okay guys. So n value is 50. See, when they are asking the shunt resistance formula we have S is equals to G by N minus 1. Okay, nama? S is equals to G by N minus 1. So, G value here they given 400 by N minus 1. N how much here? 50. So, 50 minus 1. So, this is 400 by 49. 400 by 49 means approximately we will get 8.16 ohm. So, this is the shortcut. Whenever they given a galvanometer resistance, if they ask shunt resistance value, we can use this formula as a shortcut formula. Okay guys. Now coming to the second problem. Second one they given here guys, see. Again the galvanometer resistance they given, it is G. Okay. So this is the galvanometer resistance they given. 1% of the current means 1% means 1 by 100. So that is, you should compare with 1 by n. So n value how much here? Again it is 100. N value is 100. The shunt resistance value, I gave the shortcut now. We can use this formula. S is equals to G by n minus 1. G value is 20. N is 100. 100 minus 1. So it becomes 20 by 99 means 20 by 99 ohms. This is the shortcut formula. Next, see the third one. If you see, the resistance of a moving coil galvanometer is 5 ohm. The maximum current that can be measured means this is galvanometer current. Now we want to convert it as an ammeter. Guys, we know that a moving coil galvanometer can be converted as an ammeter by connecting a small resistance in parallel. Okay. So first I will tell elimination method, how to eliminate these options. Connecting in parallel means we have to check how many options with parallel. So first one is series, so it is wrong. Last one also series, so this is wrong. So we have the possibility either option 2 or option 3. So we can write here n value again. N is equals to new current by old current. New current how much? 1.5 suppose. So we can write 1.5 by 0. 0.015. So this is approximately, not approximately, exactly only 100 will come. Again we can use the formula shunt resistance S is equals to G by N minus 1. G value ever here they given 5 ohms. So 5 by 100 minus 1, it becomes 5 by 99 ohms. How we are connecting? Ammeter means parallel. So this is, we can do in, first we can eliminate the options. We want answer in terms of the parallel. Okay guys, now see next one. If you see the next problem, the fourth problem they given like this. The resistance of a galvanometer is 100 ohm. Again galvanometer resistance they given means G value is given 100 ohms. Okay, it is shunted means this shunt resistance value they given S. The internal resistance, so internal resistance means just these two are connected in parallel, no? So GS by G plus S, this is the formula. GS is, this is 100, shunt resistance is 5, 100 plus 5, it becomes, see, 100 into 5 by 105, 521s will get cancelled. So what is the answer here? It is 21. Exactly, you will get 4.8 ohms. Okay guys, 4.8 ohms. Now the next problem, if you see, a galvanometer of resistance 100 ohm means again they given here G value. G value they given 100. So we can write 1 by N is equals to 1 by 11. So N value how much here? 11. They ask shunt resistance. Shunt resistance formula S is equals to G by N minus 1. This is the shortcut formula. Okay. So galvanometer resistance is 100. N value is 11. 11 minus 1, it becomes 10. 100 by 10, so it becomes 10 ohms. So fifth one answer is 10 ohms. I hope you understood. Now see, sometimes they will give percentage. See the problem number 6. Guys, this is the another way they may ask the question like here. 5%, this is anyhow, this is the galvanometer resistance, this is G value. Percentage, 5% means 5 by 100 means 1 by 20. Again you compare with 1 by N. So N value how much we got here? 20. Okay, very easy, this is 20. They ask shunt resistance. Shunt resistance S is equals to G by N minus 1. G value how much here? 50 they given. G value is 50. N value 20 minus 1. So 50 by 20 minus 1, it becomes 19. So what is the answer we are get here? So it is almost 2.63 will come. 2.63 ohms. Guys, you see the next problem. This is also the similar method. 2%. 2% means we can write 2 by 100. 2% means, see at galvanometer resistance given G, this is 2% means 2 by 100 means 1 by 50. You compare with N, 1 by N. So N is equals to 50. So we have the formula, shunt resistance formula, S is equals to G by N minus 1. So G value they given G only. This is 50 minus 1. It becomes G by 49. Okay. So option 2 is correct answer. Okay guys. So this is the way we can do it. Now see here. The next problem they ask maximum current. See the given maximum current point is 0.5 milliampere that can be passed through a galvanometer. So this the given galvanometer resistance value they given G. Okay, this resistance to be converted in series the voltmeter range. So this is new voltage. So old voltage we should find out first. Old voltage is equals to 0.5 into milli means 10 power minus 3. Resistance value is 20. So we will get here. So this 520 is, it becomes 5 into 2, it becomes 10. So it becomes 10 power minus 2 volts. This is V1. If you take new voltage, you take, that is V2, the range they given 5 volts. Here voltmeter, so new resistance value we can write. This is the shortcut formula, E into n minus 1. What is n value? N value is, here n value is new voltage by old voltage. New voltage is 5, old voltage is 10 power minus, it becomes 500. So resistance value R is equals to, G value they given here 20. 20 into 500 minus 1, it becomes 20 into 499. So it is equals to 9980. So option 2 is correct answer, 9980 ohms. Okay guys, 9980 ohms. Now see, next problem, the maximum potential that can be measured with a voltmeter of resistance 100 is 6 volt. The resistance must be connected to the measuring the potential of 30 volts. Here see, this is new voltage. I am using another marker. See, this is new voltage, this is old voltage. Again we want n value. N is equals to new voltage by old voltage. New voltage is 30, old voltage is 6. 30 by 6, it becomes 5. They ask here voltmeter. Voltmeter means, see guys, we should know one thing. Whenever they ask the problems based on the moving coil galvanometer, converting it to the ammeter means we have to check the options with parallel. Or if they ask voltmeter, we have to check the options with series. But here in problem all they given with the series only, so there is elimination method is not work out here. So we can write like this, R is equals to, we have the formula G into n minus 1. G value they given how much here? G value is given 1000. This is G. Okay, so 1000 into 5 minus 1, so it becomes 4000 ohms. Okay, so in series, option 1 is correct answer guys. Okay guys, now see the 10th problem. A voltmeter has an internal resistance they given as an internal resistance of 1000 ohms is give the full deflection when 2 volts applied across the terminals. Now the resistance of 4000 is connected in series. Guys, we are connecting in series means current constant. So from the Ohm's law we can write V is equals to IR, therefore I is equals to V by R. Means in both the cases, suppose first case we am writing V1 by R1 is equals to second case they are connected in series formula R1 plus R2. So V1 how much is given? V1 is 2 volts. When R1 is, this is R1, this is V1. This is, so this we take 1000 is equals to V2 we don't know. R1 plus R2 means 1000 plus 4000. It becomes V2 by 5000. See, LHS is 1000, RHS said this is. If you do the cross multiplication, you get V2 is equals to 10 volts. That's all. It is very easy. So no need to apply more formulas. Just I am applying only Ohm's law formula to get the answer, final output. Okay guys. Now see, to convert a voltmeter measuring 15 volt into a measuring a 150 volts means this you take V1, this you take V2. this is old voltage, this is new voltage. If the resistance of the voltmeter is 1000, then the resistance should be connected, they ask. Okay, so first you should find out n is equals to V2 by V1, means 150 by 15, it becomes 15 tenths. So if they ask resistance value, resistance we can write, it will get how much? R is equals to G into N minus 1. G value here they given 1000, N value 10 minus 1. It becomes 9000 ohms. It is a voltmeter now. Voltmeter should be connected in series. Okay guys, this is the way we can solve the problem. Guys, it is very easy to solve the problems. Okay, no need to get confusion. If you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment box. Okay, please like, share and subscribe for more videos. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye. See you in the next video. Bye.